Great. How are you doing today?
I'm good. You are looking great, like happy.
Thank you so much. Even you look pretty cheerful, by the way.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
गुड इवनिंग. पहचान
Good
गए होंगे
evening.
शायद.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
बहुत कमेंट कर करके.
अरे आप बहुत सपोर्टिव है सर. बहुत अच्छा लगता है जब आप कमेंट करते हैं, अप्रिशिएट करते हैं तो.
Okay, live.
Yeah.
Okay, we are live now.
Great.
Hello. Hi.
Hi ma'am, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome all participants and a warm welcome to the speaker as well, Shalini.
Thank you.
So today it is our 6th day of our foundation week, and this is the 4th webinar of the day, 4th webinar of the 6th day. So just a little background about People. The Resilience Lab has been working on a central theme of cleaning our local rivers. And what we are talking about basically is River Champa. River Champa is right next door to us. Bhagalpur के जो main center से करीब किलोमीटर दूर है, and we don't realize but जिसको हम लोग गंगा नदी समझ रहे हैं, right in front of Budhanath, near Adampur, this is nothing but River Champa, and we are drawing water and we are drinking water from River Champa itself. So the whole idea of our work, जो हमारा पूरा काम का जो center है, it is towards making this River Champa perennial, वो perennially flow करे, and it should be clean, निर्मल. So हमारे अभियान का नाम है निर्मल चंपा अभियान. So this is what we are focusing on. This is what we are working on. So why this webinar series? Because of the lockdown and because of that situation where we are not too much out in the field, जो कि हम लोग को नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है. We are a very field person. हर दिन हम लोग अपने field पे होते हैं. ये जो situation is confined. So we thought that let's utilize this time when we are in to do some kind of brainstorming. थोड़ा सा हम लोग अपने areas पे काम जो कर रहे हैं, let's hold some kind of discussion so that और कुछ हम लोग नए perspectives को add करें. So far we have been discussing our waste management, we have been discussing entrepreneurship, ताकि हमारा जो ये इनिशिएटिव है ये सस्टेनेबल बने, हम लोग उसके सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए क्या क्या चीज कर सकते हैं, वो हम लोग हर तरह का चीज को डिस्कशन किए. लास्ट ईयर वी हैड गॉन डाउन टू क्लीन चंपा रिवर. हम लोग अपने फाउंडेशन डे के ही दिन चंपा क्लीनिंग पे गए. यूजुअली हम लोग ये करते नहीं है कि हम लोग जाके क्लीनिंग वाला काम करें, क्योंकि वी आर बेसिकली फोकसिंग ऑन सिस्टमिक चेंज. हम लोग ऊपर के काम पे थोड़ा कम बिलीव करते हैं, क्योंकि हम लोग जाके क्लीन करके भी आ जाएंगे तो अगले दिन फिर वो वैसी हो जाएगी. सो हम लोग सिस्टमिक बदलाव के लिए ज्यादा काम कर रहे हैं, ज्यादा फोकस कर रहे हैं. और लेकिन जो हम लोग उस दिन एक सिंबॉलिक जेस्चर वो किया था, सो दैट वी सेंड दिस मैसेज टू द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एंड वी आर एबल टू एंगेज मोर लोकल पीपल. तो ड्यूरिंग दैट exercise we found that कि हमारे जो bed of the चंपा में है वो बहुत तरह के गंदगी थी, कई तरह की गंदगियां थी, लेकिन sanitary napkins was one of the major problem over there. वहां पर हम लोग डायरेक्टली फेंका हुआ वो टॉक्सिक वेस्ट which should not have been in the river, वो तो कहीं नहीं होना चाहिए, लेकिन रिवर में तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं होना चाहिए, वो रिवर में था. एंड एक नहीं कई हम लोग को मिले. So somewhere this was one of the reason why I wanted to work on this. And the second reason is we had started a waste management initiative with the police department also. Police department में हम लोग composting वाला काम करना शुरू किए थे. The current SSP of Bhagalpur requested People the Resilience Lab to do something about the women barracks, जहाँ पर disposal of sanitary napkins was a huge issue. वहाँ पर करीब 500 से 700 महिलाएं हैं, and they do not know how to dispose of these personal hygiene waste होता है. They do not know how to dispose that of. And it is the I mean I don't know, वो मेरे को किस तरह से उस समय लगा कि when जो सिपाही थे तरह तरह के, वो लोग बता रहे थे कि हम लोग आसपास के घरों में रहते हैं, उनके बैरक्स के अगल बगल रहते हैं, तो the sanitary napkin, the used sanitary napkin sometimes lands upon our head. अपने घर के आंगन वांगन में और अपने घर के ऊपर छत पे फेंका रहता है. So what they do is अपने बाथरूम से यूज करने के बाद उसको बिना रैप किए डायरेक्टली उसको हवा में फेंक देते हैं wherever they land. So this was how they operate. तो अब इस चीज का जो इशू है उन्होंने पहुंचाया एसएसपी को, और एसएसपी ने हमें कहा कि आप इसको एड्रेस कर सकते हैं. तो हमने उसके लिए बहुत तरह की कोशिश की, एंड somehow we couldn't really make a dent in that. Reason being कि I don't know, हमको समझ में नहीं आता है कि वो exactly वो डेंट क्यों नहीं आया, लेकिन वो कंटिन्यू कर रहा है. That thing is going on, and after that I noticed it at several places. For example, एक स्कूल हम लोग देखे, हम लोग बाई चांस उस स्कूल हम लोग को नजर आ गया था. हम लोग देखने कुछ और गए थे, लेकिन हम लोग को नजर आया कि एक स्कूल है और उसका आई थिंक उसका जो हॉस्टल एक साइड में था, किसी सरकारी स्कूल का ही था, और उसके जहाँ पर बाथरूम्स थे सरकारी स्कूल के, उसके साइड्स में जहां भी थोड़ा सा पैरापेट्स टाइप का हो, जो भी कुछ था, वहां पर हम लोग को एक लाइन से वो फेंका हुआ सैनिटरी नैपकिन नजर आ रहा था. सो दिस इज अ ह्यूज प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली. ये हम लोग को इससे पता चला कि दिस इज अ ह्यूज प्रॉब्लम व्हिच नीड्स टू बी एड्रेस्ड. ट्रैश क्रिएटेड आउट ऑफ पीरियड्स, और ये ऐसी चीज है कि तो होना ही है. वो दिस इज अ नेचुरल प्रोसेस अमंगस्ट हाफ ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, और उस हाफ ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन को उसको एड्रेस करना ही है. और वो जो है, अगर हम लोग उसमें सस्टेनेबिलिटी खोजें तो क्या, आई मीन आवर वर्क हैज लेड अस टू रियली क्वेश्चन कि व्हाट वी आर डूइंग राइट नाउ इज द करेक्ट वे और नॉट. आई हैव आल्सो बीन डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग सैनिटरी पैड्स during occasions when the need arise. For example, during emergencies, हम लोग respond करते हैं emergencies में, और हम लोगों ने भी वो provide किया है. But always I have done it with a heavy heart, क्योंकि मेरे को लगता है हमेशा कि इसका जो एक तो प्लास्टिक कवरिंग वन, it is going to land up somewhere. उसके बाद जो ये the product itself is going to become a trash, and it is going to line our waterways only. हमारे हाँ, तो ये मेरे दिमाग में तो काफी दिन से था, but I couldn't actually work on it, and it was really a very good thing that I got introduced to Shalini, and I thought let me discuss it with her, because she is working on Project Alhad, and I'm really glad to see young people like her. She is still doing her graduation, and already so sensitive about these issues, and how to contribute, give her bit back to the society. I mean, really it is very gratifying to see young people coming back and doing these things. और हमको यहाँ पर ये लगा कि since I cannot myself work directly in this area, तो मेरे को collaborations चाहिए. So somebody who is already working in this major area and I am working on trash, can we marry the two? हमारा जो trash पर काम हो रहा है, sustainable disposal of waste, और दूसरी तरफ you are working on menstruation, तो उसमें क्या हम लोग sustainability aspect को introduce कर सकते हैं? So keeping this in mind, Shalini and I discussed this, and I got this idea कि जब हम लोग ये discuss करेंगे, so let's do a course on this, let's kind of look at this. और आज हम लोग इसीलिए शालिनी को यहाँ पर बुलाए हैं, so that she gives her ideas कि how to make this whole menstruation जो चीज है, इसको हम लोग किस तरह से सस्टेनेबल बना सके, ट्रैशलेस बना सके. एंड व्हाइल मेकिंग इट ट्रैशलेस, वी शुड आल्सो कीप इन माइंड कि क्या हम लोग इसको इसका प्राइस को लो कर सकते हैं, द कम्युनिटी हु इज गोइंग टू यू, हम लोग उनको फ्री में बांटते रहते हैं, इट बी इवन उसका हो सकता है। सो क्या हम लोग एक कंपैरेटिव कॉस्ट भी हम लोग असेस कर सकते हैं। तो ये सब कर हम लोगों ने शालिनी से ये इनसाइट्स लेने के बुलाया है। सो हियर शालिनी, Shalini is here, and first introduce yourself, Shalini, your background and all, and your project, and then these things.
पहले तो many congratulations to the people team and especially ma'am. You had your foundation day and you decided to do this webinar series in the same week. I think ये बहुत ही एक productive तरीका है celebrate करने का, and I'm really glad that you have me on board to talk about, and I feel so much about, I resonate so much about, and I'm glad that I have somebody I can look up to, a team that we can work in collaboration with, because they also feel that this issue is equally important to be discussed and solved. तो सबसे पहले तो ये दूसरा क्विकली इंट्रोड्यूसिंग माई सेल्फ, मैम ने ऑलरेडी बताया मेरा नाम शालिनी झा है और मैं एक मेंस्ट्रुअल अवेयरनेस कैंपेन चलाती हूँ। जिन लोगों को नहीं पता है, जो लोग देख रहे हैं, जिसका नाम है प्रोजेक्ट अल्हड़. I started it in December 2019 in Bhagalpur district, and my goal is to reach to as many menstruators of the district as possible with stigma-free and myth-free information and knowledge about menstruation, as well as shifting their focus from non-sustainable to sustainable menstrual products. So ये basic gist है. I will not take a lot of time discussing more about it. So you can please check out social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by the name project_Alhad. You can also see it on my channel. You'll see a lot of posts from the pages. We are constantly very active on social media given the lockdown. मैम भी बता रही हैं, और ये भी webinar series हो रहा है क्योंकि we are trying to make them out of online resources in this given period. Coming to me, I am a postgraduate student now, ma'am. You'll be glad to know that as well. I just completed my post-graduation in literature from Ambedkar University, Delhi. इससे पहले I completed my bachelor's in English literature from Miranda Delhi University. और I have always been very rooted to Bhagalpur since the time I've been here. जब हम दिल्ली में पढ़ भी रहे थे तो कुछ भी बात होती थी menstruation से related हो चाहे environment से related हो, I would always feel कि ये मेरे city में क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, ये मेरे town में क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, और अगर नहीं हो रहा है तो कोई initiate क्यों नहीं कर रहा है. So when I started thinking on these lines, one thing that struck me कि अगर कोई और नहीं कर रहा है तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते. So that is how the concept arose. And luckily, I got in touch with this organization called Youth Ki Awaaz, which is also currently my mentor organization. And one recent good news that I would like to share with everyone is that Project Alhad has recently received a seed grant of 50,000 rupees from Youth Ki Awaaz, which we will be utilizing to take the campaign forward across the district. And we are really forward कि हम लोग on ground कुछ बहुत impactful और massive करें इस funding के साथ. So we are really grateful to Youth Ki Awaaz, and we're really grateful to people for giving us this platform to speak, share, learn, and solve problems that we feel about. मैम आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा menstrual waste को लेके, और आपने बहुत उसको contextually place किया, क्योंकि generally जब हम लोग data भी देखते हैं, जैसे even when I was looking at data, तो उसमें है कि India में there are about 355 million menstruating people, जिसमें on an average, this is very rough, there might be more data that has not been collected, on an average roughly 12.3 billion disposable waste collect होता है menstrual waste India में, and that is huge. So when there is such a huge waste being collected, and menstruation is a natural process that is affecting, not really affecting, but that is being experienced. इतने सारे लोग menstruate करते हैं, इतने सारे लोगों को periods होते हैं, फिर भी the problem, and I think that is where I can talk about the gap you were talking about, कि the dent couldn't be created very easily. Am I audible? Can somebody please confirm? I think I hear a static noise. अगर कोई बता सकता है मेरी आवाज. Okay, thank you. तो इतना massive ये है कि it affects so many of us, and yet it is a stigma, and probably that's why जब इससे related हम लोग काम करने जाते हैं, या इससे related जब हम लोग बात करने भी जाते हैं, जहाँ पे सबसे ज्यादा बात करना मुश्किल हो जाए, तो इसीलिए शायद इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करना एक बहुत ही मेजर चैलेंज हो जाता है। और सिमिलरली शायद इसीलिए भी वेस्ट डिस्पोजल एक प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है, बिकॉज व्हाट menstruators generally want to do is to just get rid of that waste. क्योंकि जब वेस्ट की बात आती है तो वी ऑफ्टन सी, एंड आई जो लोग देख रहे हैं वो बिल्कुल कर पाएंगे, कि आपका मेजर मोटिव है छुप छुपा के जल्दी से उसको कहीं पे फेंक दो. दैट इज वाई प्रॉब्ली जब आप उस एरिया की बात कर रही हैं जहाँ पे पुलिस बैरक्स में दे जस्ट थ्रो इट एनीवेयर, probably even on their heads. That is because they're just so frantic, they're just so anxious कि बस इसको I just get rid of it. And that is why probably there exists a problem कि आप personal level पे systemic तो आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि systemic में of course gap है जो we need to solve, but personal level पे भी हम कुछ नहीं करना चाहते हैं इसके बारे में, because we feel that so stigmatized, we can't talk to anybody about it, it's such a hush hush topic, and we just need to get rid of any signs of it, waste being one of them. इसीलिए शायद ये प्रॉब्लम इतनी मैसिव है और इसको सॉल्व करना बहुत मतलब एक दिक्कत का काम है, if I should say that. Although if we really are determined to solve it, we will definitely do that. तो when we talk about data, I was saying कि पूरा मैसिव इंडिया का आपको मिलेगा, बट मैम ने बहुत अच्छे से उसको कॉन्टेक्चुअली प्लेस किया. और जब हमारी बात भी हो रही थी तो मैम ने बताया कि कैसे जब उन्होंने रिवर बेड क्लीन किया तो बहुत सारा सैनिटरी वेस्ट निकला. नाउ दैट इज व्हाट हम सबको सोचने की जरूरत है इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे. कि ठीक है, हश हश टॉपिक है, हमने फेंक दिया जाके कहीं भी, वी जस्ट वांट टू गेट रिड ऑफ इट, हमें बस उसको डिस्पोज करना है. बट उसके बाद क्या वो वेस्ट वहां से गायब हो जाएगा इनविजिबली, मैजिकली? नहीं. या तो कोई उसको उठाने आएगा, कूड़े वाला या कूड़े वाली जो भी, एंड या फिर वो वहीं पे पड़ा रहेगा, एंड इट विल कीप पॉल्यूटिंग द एनवायरनमेंट, इट विल कीप कंटिन्यूइंग टू बी अ हेल्थ हजार्ड. So I think what each one of you watching this right now, each one of us need to think about, if we are using disposable sanitary napkins, is कि एक बार जब हमने फेंक दिया उसको, चाहे उसको अच्छे से रैप करके नाली में ही फेंका हो या फिर हमने ऐसे खिड़की के बाहर निकाल के फेंक दिया हो, कि उस वेस्ट का होता क्या है उसके बाद? Where does it land? Because there is no proper waste management as such in our district. So where does it land really? Generally, we just जैसे I used to also use disposable sanitary napkins, so there was absolutely nowhere that I could really throw it thinking that this waste will be properly managed. और आप सब लोग relate कर पाएंगे, you're probably throwing it in the drains or throwing it with domestic waste outside, जो कूड़ेदान होता है वहाँ पे. म्यूनिसिपैलिटी वाले रेगुलरली आए नहीं आए उन पे डिपेंड करता है, और अगर आपने ड्रेन में फेंका, अल्टीमेटली इट विल लैंड अप टू सम ओपन वाटर बॉडी, वेल, लेक, रिवर, और इसीलिए इतना सारा वेस्ट चंपा में मिला था. तो यही होता ही है कि दिस वेस्ट इज लैंडिंग अप in our natural ecosystems everywhere where it is still being a hazard to us. So everything that we see कि वो जो concept हम लोग एक लेके आए हैं कि out of sight out of mind, उसको बदलने की जरूरत है. Although we think that once we put it out of sight, it is no longer harming us, but in the long run it is actually coming back to us. Karma is actually biting us that way. So I think a major, I really talked about the challenges that it really is a stigma or taboo. That is why probably it's difficult to initiate conversations. And but we really need to think about it time and again. I'll keep emphasizing it कि हम लोग सबको ये सोचना चाहिए कि हम लोग pad use कर लिए, ठीक है, but after we throw, what happens to it? One thing that ma'am, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Should I talk about the cost implications next, or do you want me to talk about something in particular?
No. You just feel free and yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, ma'am suggested something that I do, and previously I hadn't done it really well. मतलब मेरे दिमाग में था कि अच्छा हाँ इसका ये cost होगा, इसका ये cost होगा, but I hadn't really done a proper comparative analysis, made a list of the cost and understood कि क्या sustainable options हैं, क्या इसके solutions हैं या नहीं हैं, और अगर हैं तो क्या वो cost effective हैं. So thank you, ma'am, for making me think like that, and I would really want to share the analysis that I kind of got while I was doing this. एक तो सबसे पहले कि अभी हमने challenges के बारे में इतनी बात करी, और हम में से काफी लोग शायद चैलेंज को या इस इशू को समझते हैं, इसीलिए शायद इतने सारे लोग हमारे साथ अभी जुड़े हुए हैं, या फिर इसको बाद में भी देखेंगे। पर वन थिंग जो जहाँ पे हम लोग सब अटकते हैं वो ये है कि इंडिविजुअली करें तो क्या करें, because we are so used to using these disposable sanitary napkins, and also most of us are very unaware about what options are out there, that sometimes it takes a bit of time and it takes a lot of convincing on a personal level to change the product that we are using. Talking about environmental effects that we just did, I think every one of us needs to reconsider our choice that way. और वो एक बहुत अच्छा तरीका हो सकता है कि आप कैसे individually contribute कर सकते हैं इस problem को solve करने के लिए. Problem being menstrual waste management. So the cost analysis that I'll talk about soon. Before that, I want to talk about the products that are available out there, जो कि हम a lot of us might not be knowing about besides disposable sanitary napkins. So one thing that is there is the reusable cloth pad, जो कपड़े का बना होता है और सबसे आसान और effective है शायद वो, और easily acceptable भी है, क्योंकि remember, I mean, if you talk to दादी या नानी, I'm talking about people who are my age, अगर आप अपनी दादी नानी से बात करें तो they will also tell you कि they, in fact, काफी लोगों की मम्मी भी ये बोलती हैं कि initially they did not used to use sanitary napkins. So what did they use? They used cloth, or they stitched the cloth and then they used it as a pad. So the same thing can be applied. We always मतलब इतना सब कुछ कमर्शलाइज और हो जाता है ना इस पूरे कैपिटलिस्ट सिस्टम में, that we tend to think that this is what we should go for because इसमें fragrance है और this and that. But I think, come to think of it, some of our traditional methods were actually more sustainable than some of the modern methods that we use for menstrual management. So talking about cloth, अगर cloth भी सही तरीके से use किया जाए तो that could be a great sustainable menstrual product. If it is washed properly, dried in the sun, disinfected properly with Dettol or something, then and until it can be used properly, मतलब वो coarse नहीं हो गया, rough नहीं हो गया, उससे आपको itching या rashes नहीं हो रहे हैं, cloth can be a good way of managing your periods if you're comfortable with that. Reusable cloth pads are also made of cloth. A little bit of foam is sometimes stitched into it, but that is totally optional. And this is something that you can make at your home also. So you can check out our page. वहाँ पे हमने upload भी किया है, हमारी एक बहुत ही experienced menstrual activist हैं राजसी कुलकर्णी मैम, उन्होंने बताया है कैसे आप घर पे बैठ के वो stitch कर सकते हैं. So और lockdown के situation में I think it's very difficult to go out there and get the pads also a lot of times. So this also solves that problem. Next option that we have is menstrual cup, about which some of us might be aware. Now these are made of silicone. Many of us doubt कि वो plastic का होता है, पर वो silicone का होता है, which is not pure plastic, I would say. And with menstrual cup, it's the thing कि उसमें आपको you just need to insert it, and उसका use भी काफी easy है, that you just need to insert it and then you need to take it out every 8 to 10 hours, wash and reinsert it. So one menstrual cup will last you on an average for a period of 5 years. So that is a very sustainable menstrual product that one can use, thinking about the environment and also on a personal comfort level. Now many of us might be thinking कि एक चीज जो बहुत दिक्कत आती है, जो personally I also faced, was कि how will we insert it, because the idea itself is so eerie, मतलब वो सुन के थोड़ा वो लगता है. But again, I would say a lot of my friends use menstrual cups, and one of my friends who recently started using it gave us a testimony. उसने बताया कि उसके लिए कितना comfortable है या नहीं है. That is also there on the page. If you want, you can check that out. And the way she'll tell you how she's been feeling will definitely motivate you to kind of use it. In fact, let me tell you कि जब हमने वो वीडियो डाला भी था, जब हमने और लोगों के साथ शेयर किया कि आपके पास ये ऑप्शन है और ये ऑप्शन एक्चुअली कंफर्टेबल है, because somebody who has used it has told us. So two of my friends said that they have just ordered their menstrual cups. So if you want to know कि कैसा होता है एक्सपीरियंस, आप बिल्कुल जाकर देख सकते हैं एंड कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. दिस इज फॉर ऑल द menstruators out there who are listening to me right now. There are also biodegradable options in the sense that there are pads made of biodegradable material like cotton or banana fiber, which is also in use and out there on online marketplaces. Lekin I'm not a personal endorser of these products, because ultimately, even if it is biodegradable, it is still disposable. So it is still a single time use product. तो अब एक बार आप यूज करके वो भी आपका वेस्ट ही जनरेट करेगा. Although that waste will be much less harmful in comparison to the non-biodegradable or the plastic waste that one generates by using disposable sanitary napkins. बट मतलब लेस हार्मफुल है, बट फिर भी क्योंकि सिंगल यूज है, इट विल स्टिल जनरेट वेस्ट. So I'm not personally advocating that aspect a lot, although that is an option जो शायद वो लोग यूज कर सकते हैं जिनको pads ही बहुत comfortable लगते हैं, या फिर they want to try the products out there. And one thing that I always tell everyone is हम लोग हमेशा ये सोचते हैं कि we have our reservations, we have our assumptions related to using new products all the time, और especially जब menstruation की बात होती है, it is something associated with your reproductive health, तो और लोग थोड़े से cautious होते हैं इन मामलों में. तो बिफोर हैविंग योर अजम्पशंस आप एक बार ट्राई करके देखिए, उसको यूज करके देखिए. अगर आपको नहीं अच्छा लगता है, यू हैव अदर प्रोडक्ट्स आउट देयर टू ट्राई. आई एम श्योर एक ना एक आपको जरूर सूट करेगा. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ हैविंग दोज अजम्पशंस कि शायद ये गंदा होगा या पता नहीं इससे क्या हो जाएगा, ट्राई इट वंस, सी इफ इट वर्क्स फॉर यू. कमिंग बैक टू कॉस्ट इम्प्लीकेशन व्हिच आई स्टार्टेड एक्चुअली. सो ऑन एन एवरेज आई वाज कैलकुलेटिंग, अगर आप बिल्कुल वो मिनिमम, हम अभी एकदम मिनिमम देख रहे हैं, ऑल्दो हम लोग जनरली ह्यूज पैकेट्स लेके आते हैं सैनिटरी पैड्स की, इट विल लास्ट अस फॉर मंथ्स, बट अगर हम बिल्कुल एक महीने का भी देखें तो 1 मंथ का अगर मिनिमम जो बिल्कुल 7-8 पैड वाला पैकेट आता है डिस्पोजेबल सैनिटरी नैपकिन का, वो आपको कॉस्ट करेगा समवेयर अराउंड 40 to 45 रुपीज या 40 to 50 रुपीज. नाउ इफ यू यूज इट मंथली पर ईयर, आपका कॉस्ट लगभग 480 to 600 रुपीज आएगा पर ईयर का. Now, if you replace it with a menstrual cup, आपको एक टाइम, वन टाइम इन्वेस्टमेंट लगेगा somewhere in the range of 400 to 600 depending on what brand you are choosing, and that will last you on an average for 5 years. So it's like a one time investment. आपको same cost जो आप disposable sanitary napkin में पूरे एक साल हर साल लगाएंगे, वो आपको एक बार लगाना होगा for a period of 5 years. So that immediately tells you that it is not only just the environmental cost of it that you are saving, but also a lot of money in your pocket. The next option that I was talking about are reusable pads, जो कपड़े के बने होते हैं. वो भी आप अगर घर पे नहीं बनाना चाहते हैं, आपको लगता है आपसे नहीं हो पाएगा, तो रेडीमेड भी अवेलेबल होते हैं ऑनलाइन. एंड ऑन एन एवरेज आई फाउंड आउट दैट दीज pads cost you nearly 100 rupees on an average. Some pads are also available at a price of 80 rupees, so not very expensive, to be very honest. And these pads depending on the fabric, so एक normal cotton type का जो pad होता है, cotton का जो cotton cloth का जो बना होता है, वो आपको on an average 1 to 2.5 years last कर जाएगा. Imagine you're just spending 90 rupees or 100 rupees and that is lasting you for a period of 2.5 or 2 years, which is again cost effective and saving you a lot of money as compared to the disposable sanitary napkin, and as well as saving a lot of our own ecosystem and also the health hazards that come with the disposal of disposable sanitary napkins. Also, one thing that I have seen a lot of people talk about is कि ये जो एक नया पैकेजिंग करके पैड्स आते हैं काफी सारे, जिसपे लिखा होता है ऑक्सो डिग्रेडेबल, ऑक्सो बायोडिग्रेडेबल या फिर बायोडिग्रेडेबल, बट दे फील लाइक डिस्पोजेबल सैनिटरी नैपकिन. नाउ वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हाइल चूजिंग अ प्रोडक्ट. तो जब भी आप कोई भी प्रोडक्ट देखें, उसका प्रोडक्ट डिस्क्रिप्शन जरूर चेक कर लें. सो इवन व्हेन यू आर बाइंग अ मेंस्ट्रुअल कप फॉर एग्जांपल, वी हैव टू मेक श्योर दैट इट इज नॉट जस्ट ए मेंस्ट्रुअल कप. Your brand is properly personally recommended by a friend or a brand that you trust, and also it should fulfill the minimum criteria for using it in a healthy manner, because it should be medical grade platinum cured. silicone that it should be made of, the menstrual cup I'm talking about here. Otherwise you can't just pick up anything in the market and use, which of course we don't. So these are basic things that we need to take into account. तो इसीलिए जब आपको कहीं पे लिखा होता है ऐसे ऑक्सो बायोडिग्रेडेबल या फिर biodegradable, पर वो टेस्ट I'm so sorry but it feels like a plastic disposable sanitary napkin, then it definitely might be disposable sanitary napkin. So you really need to verify that before using it. A lot of people also tell me कि plastic तो नहीं होता, वो तो बहुत cottony texture होता है उसका, how is it plastic? But let me tell you that 95% of the disposable sanitary napkin is made of plastic, chlorinated plastic. So those of you still doubting it, I mean, I can vouch it is a fact, it's not my opinion. So you can check it out there. It's in the public domain. Every information is there out there in the public domain for you to see. So that's the cost implication, the cost analysis that I did, which is very basic, और हम लोग घर बैठे बैठे भी ये कर सकते हैं. But I did it for you and I did it for myself too, thanks to Rani ma'am. तो when we think of all this, तो एक और चीज हमारे दिमाग में आती है कि काफी बार लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं कि environment के advocate बनने के चक्कर में we are compromising on our personal comfort या जो भी. But now you see that it's not really like that. You're saving a lot of money. It's actually good for your health because it's not something like plastic which can cause chafing and all of that. Also disposable sanitary napkins में सिर्फ comfort की बात नहीं होती है, they also pose a lot of health risks. The risk of bacterial infection is very high, bacterial vaginosis is very high. A lot of times people have also gotten this UTI, urinary tract infection because of using sanitary napkins, क्योंकि एक तो हम लोग प्लास्टिक वाला वो प्रोडक्ट यूज करें, दूसरा कि we also don't use it properly. A lot of times we just leave it on for so because we think कि we are not bleeding a lot या जो भी, and that is also very harmful. So whenever we use product, this is for sustainable, non-sustainable, whatever you are using right now, please make sure that you use it keeping your health on priority and fulfilling the basic guidelines of using that product. And not really guidelines, but the basic rules that are out there. So that is one thing that I wanted to talk about, and it's really nice that I could share this with you. And in the process of sharing, these are also things that I'm convincing myself of, because cost implication, that is something that I hadn't thought about a lot before, but now thinking about it, it's easier to also tell about it, not only for me. When I tell other people about it, जैसे अभी हम आपको बता रहे हैं और आप में से जितने लोगों को शायद होगा, आप शायद अपने फ्रेंड्स को जाके बताएंगे, and that will cause a chain reaction. So I'm really requesting everyone कि अभी, if whatever I'm talking is making sense to you, please go ahead and have this conversation with your friends and family, because that is what our main motive is. इस time पे भले ही हम लोग on ground activity नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, but these conversations must go on. Ma'am, should start with the conversations further on some particular topic that you suggest? One that I have in mind is, of course, incinerators and their effects. Am I audible?
Okay. This is a question which I also have in mind. Many institutions are using incinerators, and Swachh Bharat is promoting incinerating sanitary napkins in a big way. And if you will see that many institutions are having that, all UN offices will be having an incinerator where you put your sanitary napkin and it will burn out. Many institutions are doing that. Now my question is, how safe is that? From environmental point of view, how safe is that? And so again, that is another additional point about the disposable sanitary napkins, that either they end up, if they are managed well, they are incinerated. If they are not managed well, they'll end up in the river. So either ways, I think it is a cause of a concern for environment, basically. So what do you say about that? What do you think?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for raising that question. I so wanted to talk about it. And I remember कि जब हमारी पहले भी बात हो रही थी, तो you had raised this concern, and I was actually very happy that we were having this conversation, because mostly जब बात होती है disposable की भी, या फिर अगर आप पार्लियामेंट में भी जो बिल्स रेज होते हैं मेंस्ट्रुएशन के लिए, उसकी जब आप बात करें, तो अभी रिसेंटली 2018 में Mr. Shashi Tharoor had brought this private members bill in the parliament, which also talked about what kind of facilities should be there, infrastructure should be there to support menstruators. And one of them talked about vending machines and incinerators to be installed in public institutions particularly. So, when we talk about waste management options, even at policy level, or, the thought process of people who are out there making these laws and policies for us, they do not take into account that there is a thing called sustainable menstrual product that should also be included in their operational guidelines. So आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा कि incinerators are the only thing that is included. Either it is incinerators or deep burying, which is suggested as a method of disposal for these sanitary napkins, the plastic ones, the single-use ones. And this is what is also distributed under various schemes, like Swachh Bharat Mission, or menstrual hygiene scheme that was launched in 2011, if I'm not wrong, जहाँ पे you can have access to sanitary pads, single-use ones, in Anganwadi Kendra or government schools, etc. So I think you're very right that even जब हम लोग proper waste management की बात करते हैं, जिसके absence में it's landing up everywhere and polluting like it is doing to our river Champa. When we talk about, there's a question, can you please explain the term incinerator? Yes, of course. So even when we talk about proper ones which are out there as part of the guidelines, even they are actually not seeing the larger picture and not taking the environmental effect of it into account. Quickly coming back to the question that was just asked, incinerators are devices or machines that are installed. So what they do is, once the pad has been used, you insert the pad inside the machine and it uses electricity to burn it down at a high temperature into ashes. So the pad is converted into ash. That is how the waste becomes, it is disposed. Now, one thing that I would talk about when I talk about the use of incinerators is, even incinerators को use करने के proper guidelines दिए हैं World Health Organizations ने. And if you go and verify in all these public institutions that have incinerators also, these guidelines are mostly not met. So one of the guidelines is कि आपका जो waste है, pad जो आप डालते हैं उसमें, in order to burn it to ashes, that should be done at a temperature of minimum 850 degrees Celsius. But that is not met in most of these institutions जहाँ पे incinerators हैं. Mostly the temperature varies, nearly it's about 450 degrees Celsius. उससे ऊपर mostly नहीं जाता है. So considering all of that, and the fact that even जो incinerators install हुए हैं छोटे बड़े जैसे, क्या वो guidelines को meet कर रहे हैं? Mostly नहीं कर रहे हैं. तो उस केस में अगर इंस्टॉल्ड हैं तो भी वो अपना काम शायद ठीक से नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, बिकॉज द गाइडलाइंस आर नॉट मेट. और अगर वो काम कर भी रहे हैं तो what is the result of it? Are they really safe, as ma'am said? And the answer is, of course, no, a big no, because they of course cause a lot of air pollution. There are dioxins and furans, carcinogenic gases जो जिससे कैंसर हो सकता है. ये fumes निकलते हैं incinerators से while they convert these pads into ashes. And there's a very high risk in dioxins particularly of causing diseases like respiratory cancer or blood cancer or leukemia also. So these things are not taken into account when we talk about incinerators. It is only कि बस आपको waste है उसको dispose करना है, पर उसको dispose करने के साथ और भी जो चीजें हैं उसको consideration में नहीं लिया जा रहा है. So that is definitely something that we need to talk about when it comes to proper guidelines. क्या वो follow हो रही हैं नहीं? Even when the guidelines are being followed, can it be really ensured that these incinerators are not polluting the air or the environment? No, they are. So these things need to be taken into account, and the one thing that really can solve the problem is if you completely shift the product, right? So if the government recognizes or includes in its guidelines or Swachh Bharat mission or menstrual or schemes related to menstruation about these sustainable options that are out there, probably can also subsidize them, then a lot can be changed. So I think we really need to talk more about the problems that are existing, और problems को solve करने के चक्कर में हम लोग नए problems create ना करें, इस बात को बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छे से सोच लेना चाहिए when we think about solutions, especially on a systemic level, as ma'am was talking about. So that is basically about incinerators and how bad they are.
So are we open to questions, Shalini? If there are questions from the participants,
absolutely, ma'am.
from the
I think
group,
we would surely, yes, ma'am, sure, please.
We also invite questions from the FB, from the watchers who are watching on FB. You can question as comments so that we can read it and we can place to the speaker. So anyone?
हाँ, मेरे पास एक सुझाव है, बोलना चाहेंगे। सुझाव कह सकते हैं, क्वेश्चन ही सुझाव बोल सकते हैं। जैसे कि ये कपड़े वाला बोला गया क्लोथ पैड के बारे में, ठीक है, तो इसको हम यूज कर सकते हैं एज ए मतलब लाइवलीहुड की तरफ भी हम लोग इसको इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये एक बार में सबको दिया जाए, ट्रेनिंग दिया जाए, और इस तरह से इसको अगर मतलब वैसे तब गरीब जो बहुत ही निचले स्तर पर हैं उनको इजीली अवेलेबल नहीं हो पाता है, तो उनको एक ट्रेनिंग के तौर पर अगर इसको बनाने के लिए सिखा दिया जाए और उसका मार्केटिंग अगर किया जाए तो उनको भी लाइवलीहुड मिलेगा और एक बल मिलेगा। और एक चीज है कि सरकार की तरफ से भी अवेलेबल है, बट वो मिलता जो है जीवी शायद कुछ है, कुछ योजना है उसके अंतर्गत मिलता है, लेकिन बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं है कि ये कहाँ मिलता है। अवेलेबल तो है बट वो पता नहीं है, लेकिन वो एक ही बार खरीद पाएंगे। तो इसमें अगर है कि उन लोगों को अगर बनाने आ जाएगा तो ऑब्वियसली अगर मार्केटिंग किया जाए तो उनको भी बेनिफिट होगा लाइवलीहुड के तौर पे। तो ये एक मेरा सजेशन है इसके तरफ, और अच्छा है ये क्लोथ पैड के ऊपर मेरा जोर है, और वो कप वाला तो खैर बेस्ट है ही, बट वो है कि उनमें वो मतलब ग्रामीण तबके लोग उसको एक्सेप्ट करना थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है मेरे हिसाब से, और उसमें वो क्लोथ पैड पे ज्यादा जोर देते हैं। तो हो सकता है ऐसा कि इस पे क्लोथ पैड अच्छा हो उनके लिए, मेरा सुझाव है ऐसा।
Cloth pad, according to me, has been the way people had been managing menstrual hygiene for years, ages and ages. The only issue is इसके अंदर लोगों को ये सबसे बड़ा ये अवेयरनेस लाना है कि कोई भी रैग वाले क्लोथ्स को नहीं यूज कर लेना है। इट नीड्स हाइजीनिक क्लोथ्स को, उसको बहुत क्लीन करना है, बहुत अच्छे से धोना है, बहुत अच्छे से धोने के बाद उसको धूप में बहुत अच्छे से सुखाना है, सो दैट ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ जो बैक्टीरियल ग्रोथ है, फंगल ग्रोथ है, यू नो, ऑल दैट यू नो गेट्स इरेज्ड। और उसके बाद इट इज सपोज्ड टू बी आयरन्ड वेल, यू नो, अच्छे से आयरन करने से भी you know a lot of germs gets killed and then it is supposed to be used.
थोड़ा मेहनत है, बट ये है कि इसमें ये थोड़ा उन सब बाकी सब ऑप्शन से ये हमें लगता है कि थोड़ा अच्छा है।
I think this is a very good option and I felt this was a big option. The only thing is somebody needs to promote it really well, उसका यूसेज बताना, उसका वो, और दूसरा चीज की उसका भी साइड इफेक्ट्स पर अच्छे से स्टडी हो जानी चाहिए, बिकॉज अर्लियर वी डिडंट नो व्हाट प्लास्टिक डज। सो अगर वो सिलिकॉन भी है तो वी एज ऑफ नाउ वी डू नॉट नो कुछ सिलिकॉन को यूज करने का साइड इफेक्ट्स है कि नहीं है। हो सकता है आज से 20 साल बाद पता चले हमें कि वो क्या क्या नेगेटिव्स किया है। So we do not know about that. It is not a natural thing, but still it looks like, to me it looks very promising. Menstrual cups look it looks very promising to me, or the cloth one. और जो वो दूसरे fibers वाली बात हो रही थी ना, I felt even that should be given a try. वो भी बहुत अच्छा ऑप्शन है। and a place नागपुर जहाँ पर बनाना का प्लांटेशन बहुत ज्यादा है, नौगछिया साइड में। So as Gaurav just said कि as a livelihood activity उन चीजों को एक्सप्लोर किया जा सकता है। It can be explored.
In fact, thank you so much sir, आपने वो सुझाव दिया, क्योंकि हम लोग अभी इस बारे में सोच रहे थे as a livelihood option. It's still मतलब in the pipeline, हम लोग अभी सिर्फ इसके बारे में सोच रहे हैं, as such कोई concrete plan नहीं बना है।
हम लोगों के भी ये माइंड में है ये चीज, कि इस पर किया जाएगा काम, क्योंकि वो मछुआरा तबका जो होता है वो लोग तो मछली मार ले करके अपना काम चला लेते हैं, बट उनकी जो पत्नियां होती है वो तो ऐसे ही रहती हैं, मतलब कुछ काम वो उनका नहीं हो पाता। तो हम लोग बेसिकली उनके लिए काम कर रहे हैं, वो करेंगे तो वो उन लोगों को लाइवलीहुड देने के लिए, तो इस पर हम लोग सोच रहे हैं, तो हम सोचे यहाँ पर भी बता दें थोड़ा।
बिल्कुल सर, it will be nice अगर if you can get in touch and we can talk more about it. I would really want to know more about it, और इसको आगे कैसे जाया जा सकता है. I would surely love to talk about it.
Of course.
There's a
ma'am
question by Ayushman Sharma. Can you just read that in the chat?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. 1 second. What is the simplest way that can be done to imbibe the system of green and clean menstruation in educational institutes, be it schools or colleges? Thank you, Ayushman, for that question. I think we have one more question, but we can get back to it after we're done answering this. Sorry. Yeah, one thing is that in schools, we are probably not even told about pads. We are, in fact, it's such a stigma that we are so shy talking about it. Although in some institutions or institutes, I should say, टीचर्स बताते हैं अच्छे से, बट काफ़ी बार इसके बारे में और बात नहीं होती है. तो सबसे पहले तो ज़रूरी है कि जो मेंस्ट्रुएशन का डिस्कशन है उसको सिर्फ टेक्स्ट बुक तक लिमिट नहीं किया जाए. उसके लिए प्रॉपर अच्छे से सेशन करना चाहिए, जैसे हम लोग अभी इंटरवीन करना चाह रहे हैं एज अ कैंपेन by organizing awareness sessions. So the school, so what we're doing right now is when we go for sessions, we make sure that the teachers are out there sitting with us, attending these sessions, so that we don't have to repeatedly come and do it for every new batch. So when the teachers are sitting there, they see what kind of resources we have. We also share the resources. And while these sessions are being conducted in the school premises by the school authorities, they must mention about the environmentally sustainable products that are out there, especially reusable clothes, etc. We are not aware of the first time that we have our periods and so on. So I think one thing that needs that isn't there is the awareness and information about these sustainable products in the institutes like schools and colleges. That needs to be there. I hope that answers your question. Ma'am, we had another question. Do you mind if I read that out as well? Ma'am, can you hear me?
Hello, Shalini. Please go ahead, no? Yeah, please go ahead, Shalini. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. So there is one more question, which is using cotton pads will stain it with blood, right? As much as we wash it, the stain stays. Do you think it is healthy? Will the stain remain? Or there is any other method of cleaning? And what are the possibilities that it does not overflow and stain our clothes? Thank you, Swati ma'am. Okay. So with cotton pads, what we're talking about here are disposable ones only. So the cotton pads that you're using, the good thing about them is that they are made of biodegradable material, which is cotton. So you don't need to reuse them. That is the thing. And when we talk about reusable ones, they are made of cotton cloth. They are not made of cotton per se. तो जब कपड़े का बना होता है तो उसको धोने का एक प्रॉपर तरीका होता है. जैसे आपको उसको सोक करके रखना होगा ठंडे पानी में एटलीस्ट फॉर 15-20 मिनट्स. उसके बाद उसको प्रॉपर आप साबुन से जब धोएंगे तो वो स्टेन निकल जाता है. That is one assumption that even I had, that the stains don't come out, but they do come out. In fact, जो पूरा process है कि आप कैसे reusable cloth pad को धो सकते हैं, वो आप one of our recent posts में भी हमने feature किया है. राजसी मैम ने ही बताया, उन्होंने ये भी बताया कैसे बनाते हैं और ये भी बताया कैसे उसको धोना चाहिए और सुखाना चाहिए. तो once you do that, the stain will definitely go away. It's not something that won't. Because अगर वो रह जाएगा तो of course, I mean, you will not feel very hygienic using them. So that is there. So when we talk about cotton pads, we're not talking about the biodegradable ones, we're talking about the reusable ones, जिसको आप बार बार धोकर अच्छे से सुखाकर यूज कर सकते हैं. Are there any more questions? I'll just go through the chat once.
Any more questions?
Ayushman writes, I think Ayushman has made a very good comment here. That is what needs to be changed. Education regarding menstruation must be made compulsory. That is very true, Ayush, and I think everyone of us will agree here. And all of us are also advocating this cause. There is, like, everywhere activists in the country are saying that it should be made compulsory, and it is being taken to, you know, the level of stakeholders, जो decision makers हैं हमारे. In the chats, there is one more question. Again, I think this is a response by Swati ma'am. I think she just responded to what I said. Disposable cloth pads को कैसे dispose करते हैं? Does it go with the other waste? Yes, ma'am, exactly. So most of the disposable जो pad होता है, cotton हो या plastic हो, because there is no as such segregation. In fact, waste की जब बात करें तो it is very sad to tell you that sanitary pads or menstrual waste is not even regarded as biomedical waste. So उसको उसका जो disposal है या waste management है, उसका proper system in place नहीं है. Probably also in our city, which needs to be done. वैसे तो waste management अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा issue है, पर separately अगर menstrual waste की भी बात करें तो इसके लिए कोई system in place नहीं है. So जैसा कि हम पहले भी बात कर रहे थे कि कहीं भी उसको फेंक देते हैं, नालियों में फेंक देते हैं, सड़क पे फेंक देते हैं, कहीं भी फेंक देते हैं. And mostly when we throw it out there in the drains, etc., it ultimately, you know, you see it out there in the water bodies, and it pollutes not only our land, not only poses health hazards, but completely destroys the ecosystem of the rivers and other water bodies.
Is there any more question regarding sustainable management of periods? Any more question?
Hello, this is me, Swati.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
ma'am, I think Swati ma'am has a question. I can hear her. Ma'am, आपकी आवाज ठीक से नहीं आ रही. Can you speak a bit louder, please?
Can you hear me? Or shall I just type the question?
I can hear you now. Please go on.
Okay. So my question was, so disposable cotton pads, if you're disposing it, so it goes with the wet waste or it goes with the dry waste? Because since it has blood, it attracts dogs, okay? So as you know how dogs would come and they would just try to eat it or, you know, destroy it in something. So what are the other solutions? Because the same thing happens with the normal disposable pads, right? But even if we're using cotton pads, like how different would it be in terms of, you know, disposing it?
Thank you for that question, ma'am. Actually, that is why I personally do not advocate disposable pads that are still biodegradable, like cotton pads. Yeah, that is very true. It's very difficult to kind of put it anywhere, really, in wet or dry waste. Actually, it shouldn't be a part of domestic waste at all. There should be like a separate waste segregation for it. I think a proper separate system for it, even for disposal, even for segregation. Because it is not really wet also, it has blood, which makes it you know, more of a biomedical thing. Yes. So that is there. So I think segregation का proper जो है एक norm वो in place नहीं है. So you're very right in saying that that will again create another problem. I think if Rani ma'am would want to add something to this comment, I would really want her to. Maybe
when we promote segregation of garbage, we don't talk about 2 bins. We talk about three bins, you could say, or you know, three different places. We say one of the garbage bins should be in the kitchen where you put your wet waste. The second one should be in the common area, maybe, you know, anywhere in the common area where you put dry garbage in that. And that dry waste would include anything which is which should go in the recyclables, basically. For example, any dabba, any polythene, anything which covers something. So these are all categorized in the dry waste. You know, shavings of the pencils and things like that, it should all go. Your used pencils, used pens, you know, throwaway pens, everything, those should go in the dry waste basket. And that are those, all of those are upcyclable, recyclable. They all go to the kabadi basically, and kabadi will use that. And the third bin should be placed in the bathroom, in the toilets. And this third bin is used for anything which is toxic. It could be expired medicines. It could be the covers of the medicines. It should also include sanitary napkins, used sanitary napkins and all, and anything, diapers, anything which should not get mixed with your compostable and recyclables. So we are advocating this. So if you have a cloth, disposable cloth pads also, they should go in this. But to me, you know, when we are promoting garbage management the way we are promoting, we believe that all houses should be zero waste zones. This looks like a utopian concept, but this is not, you know, this is not a utopian concept actually. You know, if we are intent upon it, we will be able to do it. We are doing it in the kitchen. हमारे kitchen से कोई garbage नहीं निकल रहा. और जो जैसे मसाले का पैकेट हो गया, आटे का पैकेट हो गया, these are all recyclables. This we don't put it in the kitchen dustbin. Kitchen dustbin में इसके लिए जगह नहीं है. We come to the common area and we put it in that bin. और कोई जरूरी नहीं है कि bin ही हो. You can keep a large bag also. उस large bag में आप लोग जमा करें और उसके बाद न्यूज़पेपर्स वगैरह जिस तरह से डिस्पोज करते हैं वहां पर सारा कुछ निकलेगा. बॉटल्स निकल रहे हैं, कुछ भी निकल रहा है वो. एंड द थर्ड बिन जो किचन वाला, जो बाथरूम वाला बिन है, वो आपका हफ्ते में एक दिन आप उसको निकलवाइए, क्योंकि वो जल्दी भरता थोड़ी ना है. आपका जो पैड्स वगैरह, जब आपका पीरियड्स का जो 1 वीक होता है, ड्यूरिंग दैट आप डेली निकलवाइए उसको. लेकिन दैट इज वन बिन दैट शुड बी सेपरेट. अगर हम लोग का जो मेंस्ट्रुअल कप्स वाला या जो वॉशेबल वाला, रीयूजेबल वाला क्लॉथ पैड्स अगर हम लोग का वर्क कर जाता है, so I think this is the way to go actually. It should either be menstrual cups or it should be the cloth pads which can be. अभी diapers भी वैसे यूज हो रहे हैं. बहुत सारी जगह जो diapers हैं, people have stopped using the disposable diapers. They have started using cloth diapers. And in fact, those are not very, you know, बहुत सस्ता भी नहीं आता है, बहुत महंगा ही आता है वो. They have one diaper, you know, एक डायपर का जो बाहर का क्लॉथ वो होता है, और बीच वाला पोर्शन जो होता है जहां पैड्स लगता है, वो भी क्लॉथ का ही होता है, बहुत सॉफ्ट होता है, which can be taken out, washed, sun dried well, ironed, and then it can be reused. और एक डायपर के सेट के साथ वो 4 डिस्पोजेबल वाले, डिस्पोजेबल नहीं, वॉशेबल वाले पैड्स देते हैं. So you know, similar thing can be done with for menstrual management also. एक इस तरीके का कुछ पैड हो जो कि जिसमें एक सेट में 4-5 आते हो, तो while one is being used, the other can be washed and dried and ironed, and that can be used again. So this is one area which needs serious work. हम लोग को आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहिए कि which all companies are doing that. अगर वो कर रहे हैं तो हम लोग को प्रमोट करना चाहिए, हम लोग को पहले यूज करके देखना चाहिए, प्रमोट करके देखना चाहिए, and then when we feel it is good, we should aggressively promote that. As an organization, we should, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Also, ma'am, जैसे biodegradable cloth pad की भी बात हो रही है, जैसे स्वाति मैम पूछ रही हैं cotton pad के बारे में, तो ऐसे I think ये बहुत context specific हो जाएगा. जैसे काफी सारे areas में जैसे जहाँ पे पानी की दिक्कत होती है, या फिर जहाँ पे किसी भी तरह का सामान पहुँचाना काफी मुश्किल हो सकता है, और जिसका transportation cost अलग होता है जो भी, but mostly जहाँ पे you know there are things like problem of water, वहाँ पे we have to go with biodegradable options or disposable options. वहाँ पे it becomes more about solving the problem in the first place rather than thinking about the implications of the solution.
Correct.
So ऐसी जगहों पे
is the answer there.
Yeah, or even if we are talking about disposable, a lot of times that becomes easier. जैसे अभी lockdown के situation में आप लोगों ने भी contribute किया, so at that point disposable was the only solution that we had in hand and we had to go about it. So I think that is very true. When we talk about sustainable options, sometimes we need to make that compromise depending upon the intensity of the problem that we are tackling. But if we are in a position where these things are already taken care of, then definitely menstrual cups any day, or reusable cloth pads, or any other
We
similar
have
system.
one more question. Swati has placed another question, and she's saying that if every colony is given an incinerator, so the problem of pollution and problem of that gandagi can be solved. Lekin Swati, personally at my level, if you ask me, I do not support incinerators at all, because incinerators is a burning process. उस burning process में जो air pollution होता है, it is not something which which we would endorse. So in that case, मेरे समझ में अभी जो आ रहा है बहुत क्लियरली, वो मेरे को menstrual cups ही समझ में आ रहा है. But unless people use it and feel it, उसमें comfort नहीं आता है, तो वो चीज नहीं हो पाएगा. So menstrual cups to me also looks like a very inexpensive option. If something which is costing you around say 500 rupees for a cup, which needs to just एक बार उसको वॉश ही करना होता है, और वो सालों साल अगर चलता है, 5-6 साल चलता है, so it is a very inexpensive option. Even when people like Shalini who are promoting the whole concept, they are introducing young girls to it. जो स्कूल गोइंग गर्ल्स होते हैं गांव वाले में, जो छोड़ देते हैं पढ़ाई जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ पीरियड्स, तो वहां पर एक दो तरह के क्वेश्चन आते हैं. वन, कि उसको सस्टेनेबल मैनेजमेंट कैसे करना है, दूसरी तरफ उसका कॉस्ट इम्प्लीकेशन भी होता है, और थर्ड जो हमने ऐड कर दिया है जो वेस्ट वाला इशू. तो अगर तीनों चीज को एड्रेस करते हुए अगर मेंस्ट्रुअल कप्स इज अ सॉल्यूशन, आई फील दैट शुड बी टेकन अप इन अ बिग वे. That's my take that this should be taken up in a big way, and इस पर और conversations होना चाहिए, more discussions होने चाहिए, and especially those people who are already doing it, using it and promoting it, इन लोगों से हम लोग को और discussions करना चाहिए, so that we know better about it. And when you are doing it on a large scale, program scale में अगर आप करते हैं, जहां पर आप गांव के गांव को convert करना चाहते हैं, so I think this is one area where we definitely should have more conversations and more inputs from the users and more inputs from the promoters. इसको हम लोगों को करना चाहिए. So this is my take on it. Anyone else? Any input from anyone? Any input? Okay, Shalini, let me ask you something. When you go for your program, when you talk to the girls, what kind of challenges you face communicating to the maybe families and to the girls you are talking to, wherever you go and you promote, under your project Alhad, what kind of challenges do you face?
Yes, ma'am, a lot actually. तो जैसे हम लोगों ने अभी 2 अवेयरनेस सेशन किया है, वी हैव रीच्ड आउट टू अबाउट 500 प्लस एडोलेसेंट्स, और ये मोस्टली जो 2 सेशंस हुए हैं वो माउंट असिसी स्कूल में ही हुए हैं, स्कूल की बात कर रही हूँ. इसके अलावा हमने फील्ड विजिट्स किए हैं कुछ अर्बन स्लम्स में भी. तो मोस्टली जब हम लोग बच्चों से बात कर रहे थे, लड़कियों से, बच्चों तो नहीं कहूँगी, तो एक चैलेंज जो हम लोग फेस कर रहे थे कि इनिशियली जब हम लोग कॉन्वर्सेशन शुरू कर रहे थे पीरियड्स के बारे में, तो लड़कियां खुल नहीं रही थी. when we went and we started talking about periods, and the first time I said the word periods, and then I started asking a bit of questions, although mind you जो जिनसे मैं बात कर रही हूँ that is a menstruating population, क्योंकि सिर्फ हमारी लड़कियों से ही बात हुई थी इस पॉइंट तक. अभी हम आगे लड़कों को भी इन्वॉल्व करना चाह रहे हैं कॉन्वर्सेशन में, पर आप देखिए चैलेंज सिर्फ लड़कियों से बात करने में इतनी ज्यादा है कि लड़कों को इन्वॉल्व करना becomes a whole new aspect to the campaign. So वो खुल नहीं रही थी initially. So that was one challenge that we faced. To get them to talk was very, very challenging, to be very honest. But eventually जैसे जैसे हम लोग बात कर रहे थे, और जैसे बार बार I was constantly saying that periods is natural, normal. I was telling them my personal stories also. So then they had that relatability factor, and then they understood probably why I was there and why I was talking about it. And एक चीज I would really like to share, तो जब मेरा second awareness session था और वो almost खत्म हो गया था I think, so this क्लास 6th की ये लड़की खड़ी हुई थी एंड शी आस्क्ड मी अ वेरी अमेजिंग क्वेश्चन. So she says कि दीदी आप इस पूरे टाइम you were saying कि periods is normal, natural. So मेरे घर पे तो ऐसे पूजा की चीजें नहीं छूने देते हैं, किचन में नहीं जाने देते हैं, तो ऐसा क्यों होता है, फिर ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. So I said कि that is the point that I want to leave you with. That is a point that I want you to think about. So initially जो ये लड़कियां जब बात नहीं कर रही थी, जब हमने बात शुरू की, जब हमने एक सेशन किया उनके साथ लगभग 1.5 घंटे का, उसके बाद जब ऐसे सवाल हमने देखा कि उनके जहन में आ रहे हैं, 6th स्टैंडर्ड की बच्ची जब ये सोच रही है जो शायद वो पहले नहीं सोच रही होगी, that was a major success for us, and that told us that although there are challenges like these, like initiating conversations, involving non-menstruators in the conversation with the permission of the school, but there are also these moments of victory that we have in which we feel that the campaign really is a success. And one more I'll share with you quickly, won't take a lot of time. This first session that I had, उसमें एक लड़की खड़ी हुई थी, she was from 9th if I'm not wrong, and she said कि मैंने पहली बार किसी को periods word mic पे audience के सामने इतनी बार बोलते हुए सुना है. And this has given me so much confidence कि अब मैं जब हॉल से बाहर जाऊंगी तो मैं शायद लड़कों से भी अब खुल के बात कर पाऊंगी और मुझे पीरियड्स बोलने का मन हो रहा है. तो I think that is where the change can be. The greatest challenge is at the moment to break the stigma and the hush-hushness of periods. I think हमारे लिए कैंपेन में ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज था. स्लम्स में जब हम जाते हैं तो भी ये एक मेजर चैलेंज होता है कि कॉन्वर्सेशन आप इनिशिएट कैसे करेंगे, क्योंकि बहुत हिचकिचाती हैं लड़कियां इस बारे में कॉन्वर्सेशन करने में. So that is one major challenge I would say, and the second challenge would be involving non-menstruators, because a lot of them think that this is not a problem that they should understand, and they shouldn't be involved in this, but they should be, because अगर हम सिर्फ अपने में ही बात करते रहेंगे and the real support system out there isn't there to understand the problem or support us in any way, it becomes a failure. So these are the major challenges, but then there are also moments of victories like I shared. So I'm absolutely hopeful, and I'm really thankful that I have a great team with me. We are now a team of about 30 members, and we are all very, very dedicated to this cause. So I'm really, really hopeful that in spite of having all these challenges, we will surely be able to reach our goal of creating a period positive city.
My other question is, now that we have initiated this conversation on the sustainable management of periods, do you think this can be, this particular thing can be introduced, the sustainability of periods can be, the period management options should be introduced? That is one. And the second thing is, if it is introduced and when it is introduced, do you see any challenges in this?
Yes, ma'am. तो initially जब हमने awareness किया था, तो the one thing that we talked about a lot was also the information regarding sustainable options. तो हम लोग शुरू कर चुके हैं वो introduce करना, वो aspect भी information के जरिए. pages पे भी हम काफी information share करते हैं sustainable products के बारे में. तो वहाँ से हमने introduce किया है इसको, and we would want to take it further because this is so important. The one thing that I was saying, yeah, the challenges that come with introducing sustainable options, again, is one that हम लोग इतने used to हो गए हैं अभी अपने current products को लेके, especially क्योंकि जब the first period when we have, mostly our mothers introduce us to sanitary pads because that is how it is. I mean, it's not something that we can blame it on them, because that is what we think is a hygienic product to use and a sustainable one for that matter उस point पे. तो आई थिंक उसको चेंज करना तुरंत या वो शिफ्ट क्रिएट करना एक मेजर चैलेंज होता है कि आपको प्रॉपर कन्विंस करना होगा उनको कि ये कॉस्ट्स हैं एनवायरनमेंट पे नहीं, आपके पर्सनल हेल्थ पे भी. तो टू गेट देम टू थिंक एंड टू कन्विंस देम टू मेक दैट शिफ्ट cannot be done overnight or cannot be done in a day. It really needs a prolonged conversation, which we are trying to initiate and which we are trying to do, which we feel can be a major challenge because it's such a stigmatized topic in the first place, and it's very difficult to change our personal preferences. Even for me, I'll be very honest, it was very difficult for me to even make the shift. I had to, what I was thinking for about 2 to 3 years before I finally shifted to a system. So I currently use cloth pads. So it was very difficult for me also to make that shift initially I had my own assumptions, but then once I tried and then I made the shift. So similarly एक challenge है कि उनको मतलब तुरंत shift कराना और उनको ये समझा पाना कि क्या दिक्कतें हैं और आपको किस तरीके से मतलब you should make that shift. That is a bit of a challenge, and that is more of a challenge especially when we go to say communities where the menstruators are not very literate or they are not educated, because when you talk, and you know, many of us might think that I'm being elitist here, but that's not true, because we will agree that when we go to schools and we talk, it's easier to convince them because they also speak our language. But when you go out there in communities जिनकी basic necessities ही बिल्कुल अलग हैं, जिनको शायद periods या menstruation is not something that they think about or talk about at all, वहाँ जाके जब आप menstrual product को shift करने की बात करते हैं, you're talking at an advanced level. So there the challenge again becomes that even to initiate a conversation around menstrual product and then talk about sustainable options and then tell them that, oh, you can make this shift. And not only that, but also to make it available for them. Because most of these reusable or sustainable options are not out there in local stores, because these are not part of the daily life really. मतलब ये norm नहीं. एक challenge ये है कि क्योंकि local stores वगैरह में available नहीं होता है, तो आपको online ही एक preferred mode होता है. तो वैसे केस में अगर आप ऐसे communities से बात कर रहे हैं जिनकी basic needs fulfill करने में उनका दिन निकल जाता है, तो जब आप सस्टेनेबल प्रोडक्ट्स की बात करेंगे तो आपको एक्सेसिबिलिटी को बढ़ाना भी एक चैलेंज हो जाता है, जो आपको यू नो अकाउंटेबल बनाएगा, बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग आउट देयर एंड हैविंग दैट कन्वर्सेशन विद देम, बट are you making sure that these products are also accessible to these people? So all of this becomes more of a challenge, but I think of course once the problem is addressed, we'll certainly come to the solutions of it too. This is one of the ways that we are actually doing it, ma'am, thanks to you.
I would really like to take this forward, Shalini, because we are just talking about it right now, but this needs to be done at a program level now, program level, because how we actually need to really chart out a plan of how to start using sustainable options. First, amongst the people who are going to be preachers, first of all, they need to use it and see what what we are actually talking about and where we currently face those kind of challenges. And then it is really important that, see, why I'm telling it to you is because you are a change maker. Actually, you're trying to bring about that change where you're talking about you're trying to break the stigma, and you are trying to bring about something, introduce something which is not currently happening over here. So when you are beginning something, why don't we look for something which is a solution for different problems? So waste is actually a huge problem right now. You know very well. We are seeing it everywhere, and our waterways are lined with it. So why don't we address these two, especially in the nascent stage? The stage when we are starting, at that particular point, if we are thinking about this, if the concept of sustainability is ingrained within the outline of the program right from the beginning stage, you're going to be really successful, because maybe after say 10 years, people will say that, this has been promoted, and at that time we didn't know something, but now we know. We do know that this is going to be a problem, and we do have options. Although those options are not popular, but it should be our job, our organization's job, to make them available, to make them, available to them. Especially when we talk about the cloth pads, which can be easily stitched by people. If we know how to, just now Gaurav Sinha was saying that a very good livelihood option can be developed out of this. So I think this is one other area which should be, utilized in a big way.
Yes, ma'am, we are actually exploring that option. So I'm sure that now that we're having this conversation, a lot of it has come out of it, this being one of the major points. So we will definitely also want to take it forward with you and work on a wider level, see and look for any scope of collaboration whatsoever if we have, because it's very difficult to find organizations here in the city itself with a very similar core value, although there are a number of youth organizations working, like Being High Foundation, with whom we have partnered as well. But we would be more than pleased to come in collaboration with people as well, or even take that conversation forward with Gaurav sir. He made a wonderful suggestion out there. So and influence and plan ways in order to reach to stakeholders to make the systemic change, as you rightly mentioned. So we are so happy that we have people and organizations like you, which resonate with the kind of values that we have and the issues that we are concerned about. And we would love to support you in any and every way possible. Thank you for having me today here, ma'am. And thank you for initiating this conversation and giving me some of your very, very valuable and important points and feedback even before the conversation and while we were at it. Thank you so much for everyone who joined, who's watching or who may watch later. And I would really again, ma'am, say that one thing that we can actually do sitting back in our homes right now is to spread this conversation in our own circles, because that's where the change starts. Charity begins at home. So do it at your home. You are, even if you're confined, do the best that you can at the given moment. And this is one way that we are trying to do our best and requesting everyone to do their best as well.
I agree with you there, Shalini. So let's begin this. And all those who subscribe to this idea about trashless and cashless periods, please join this campaign and let's begin this. Let's begin this together. People has been working on waste management. We cannot get into all the work, but when you are working on menstruation and this area cuts across, the sustainable option cuts across that, people is happy to support you in this particular work, and let's do this particular area in our collaboration.
Absolutely, ma'am. It would be a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Shalini, for joining and for your lovely presentation and a lot of interesting data and giving us a broad picture about the problem and the solution. So thank you so much. And I also thank all the participants, all the people who joined the discussion and contributed to discussion to flesh out more ideas. Thank you so much. Is there any more question?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Is there any more question or any more observation? Guys, please like our people's page and follow what we are doing. Support us, support our work. And if you feel that you would like to volunteer with us, please, you're most welcome to volunteer with us. We have a lot of plans for our river. The only thing is, how do we go about? You can sit at your home and you can support us in many ways. So please join us. And tomorrow we are going to have a very interesting conversation. This will be about what we can do to kind of wake up the administration. We are talking about the legal aspects. So what kind of provisions we have, what kind of precedents we have in terms of case laws. If the municipal corporation or the district administration is not doing something they're supposed to do, and we are facing problems, especially with regards to our rivers and the sanitation of the city, what needs to be done? So these are the little things what we will be outlining, the legal provisions which are available to us and how we can move the court. So this is one. And the second talk which we are going to have would be about the policies at the national level and at the state level and the challenges we are experiencing to kind of realize those policies at the ground level. So this is being done especially from the point of view of entrepreneurship, because people's objective is to bring about the change by linking it to the livelihood of the women. So we are addressing most of the problems that we are addressing by linking it to women's livelihood, because there we see sustainability. With my 20 years of experience in this field, we have found that whenever we link any development work to the livelihood of the people, that is a success. If we don't do that, usually all your investment fails. So this is the reason why we are focusing on this, why we are talking about livelihood. And for this, we are having the second conversation tomorrow, would be about what the central government has planned in the post-COVID COVID scenario, what the state government has in mind, and what the local government is doing, and what kind of challenges can emerge when we deal with the local government. You know, how to utilize those packages which are being announced by the central government and the state government. You know very well that at the local level, we have numerous problems and things don't happen. So we are going to have a discussion with a very experienced person, Mr. Alok Agarwal, who has been the secretary of the Eastern Bihar Industries Association. So guys, kindly join in tomorrow. We are having those conversations at 2 tomorrow. Thank you so much for making our people's foundation week successful, you know, by having all these kinds of conversations. Thank you so much. It was a huge learning experience.
Thank you, everyone.